find the derivative of this function. So what we have here is obviously is a quotient, so we're going to use the quotient rule. But the top function 3x times sine x, that is the product rule. So we're going to use a product rule and a quotient rule. So I'm going to put here a product rule, a derivative of a product, uv plus uv, derivative of the first, then derivative of the second. And then we have derivative of a quotient, uv minus uv, derivative the first, derivative the second, over v squared. Right. Now, notice we're going to use both, but on the big scheme of things, this is a quotient, so we have to use the quotient rule. So we write down u is equal to 3x sine x and then v equal to 3 plus cosine of x. And then we take derivative of v, derivative of 3, derivative of a constant is 0, derivative of cosine of x is negative sine x. Right, derivative of 3x sine x, so this is actually going to be a product rule, because we have 3x times sine x. Since we only use u and v, so we want to use something else. Sometimes we just use the first and the second function. That also works. Right. So we say the first function is 3x. The second function is sine x. Derivative is 3. Derivative of sine x is cosine x. And then we put together derivative of u is going to be the product. Derivative of the product on the product rule. So it is going to be equal to 3 sine x plus 3x cosine x. Alright, so we have u prime, v prime, and then we can check derivative of y. So we will have dy over dx y is a quotient, so we check derivative of a quotient. I'm just going to copy that quotient rule. Derivative of y is derivative of u over v, the quotient rule, u prime v minus uv prime over v squared. So u prime is this 3 sine x plus 3x cosine x. That is u prime, and then v 3 plus cosine x. So u prime v and then u v prime. Actually, we don't have enough space, so I will write in the next line. Right. Again, u prime v minus u v prime all of that over v squared, 3 plus cosine x, that is v, and then we square that. Right, I will multiply out the top, and then we try to simplify what we can. Right. So 3, that will be 9 sine x, and then 3 sine and cosine, and then 9x cosine x, and then 3x cosine square, and then that gives us negative times negative, so that is going to be plus 3x sine square, and then 3 plus cosine x square. Right, see what we can simplify. That, not that. Right, what we see here is the last cosine square and sine square. We can factor it out. Right, so 9 sine x and 3 sine x cosine x, and then 9x cosine x. So we cannot simplify anything. Only the last part, 3x cosine square plus sine square, and Pythagorean identity, cosine square plus sine square is 1. And finally, we have 9 sine x plus 3 sine x cosine x plus 9x cosine x, and then plus 3x times 1, or just 3x. And finally, we have 3 plus cosine x square. Right. Once again, we use the quotient rule, and inside the quotient rule, we have to use the product rule to find u prime, and substitute everything into the quotient rule, and we just simplify the 3x cosine square and 3x sine square. Factor out the 3x, we have cosine square plus sine square, which is 1. So that's just 3x. So that's what we have.